computer. Okay, we're recording. So today I'm going to start with shout outs per usual. And Morgan Tabor, she got her Maui gems. Lauren Bunker, she hit VIP 800. And Jessica Fredeking hit VIP 800 since our last Zoom. So those are the new like VIPs or ranks or whatever for the past week. Y'all are still moving, and at the beginning of the month, that's always like cool to see people hitting stuff at the beginning of the month too. So my topic today is working through the no, because I feel like we all kind of struggle when we're told no, and we kind of get discouraged by that no, and we take it personal. And I want to get us to a point where you see the no as not a hard no or a no like forever, but just seeing it as a no, not right now. And the reason that I say that is because I have had no's, and then those people continue to watch my journey, and then they come back and they're like, you know what? Maybe I do want some more information on this. So like I see when someone tells me no, that it's not a no for forever, it's a no for right now. So that's going to be kind of the topic that I have. And I have a few things to help you navigate those no's that I want to talk about. But I also wanted to talk about what your social media says about you when people are going to your profile. And the reason that I'm bringing this up, like I want you to go to your own profile, and I want you to do a couple things. One, I want you to look at your post and see if you are someone that you would follow. Like when you're reading through your post, are you positive? Are you posting things that interest people? Are you serving people? Are you helping people with your post? Like people love it when I post keto things. And that they feel like that's free value to them, you know, because I'm doing keto. So when I post like a keto recipe, people feel like that they got something for free from me. And so are you adding value? Are you helping to enhance other people's lives? And that's the end goal here with Thrive as well. So I also want you to be like very careful about portraying like your lifestyle, because as a thriver, you know, it enhances our mood, it enhances our health, it enhances all of these things that we're trying to tell people that this is going to do for them and how it's going to change their lives. But are we portraying a happy social media? So is your social media full of like dessert posts and like bad food posts? And then you're trying to promote Thrive as well. Like I get it. Like there are sometimes I see like something like I'm that like basic pumpkin spice girl. So if I see like a pumpkin spice recipe, like I'm on it. And I get sharing those things because, you know, that's something that interests you, but does it line up with who you are trying to tell people you are when you're trying to get them on Thrive? And I don't even want to say when you're trying to sell them Thrive, because I don't feel like I'm selling something. Like I feel like I am providing information to people to better their lives and to help them. I never feel like I'm selling something, because what we have our hands on right now, I feel like everybody needs. And when you're selling something, you're trying to like talk them into it. Like you shouldn't have to talk people into Thrive. They should see your life and what it's doing for you and want that for themselves. So I'm asking you to be really careful and stay positive. And staying positive doesn't mean that you can't be vulnerable. It doesn't mean that you can't be real. Staying positive just means if you do have a vulnerable, real post, see the bright side of it too. Don't make it as a complaint per se, but make it into something positive and uplifting and something that serves somebody's life. So that was what I wanted to touch on with your social media profile. I kind of want you to go and just critique yourself. And if you don't feel like you can do it, I'll do it for you. I have no problem critiquing your social media if you want me to. I would never do it without you asking, though. So if that's something that you want me to do, then ask me. I will do it, and I will help you go through it and decipher maybe some of the posts that you should lay off of, maybe some of the posts you should do more of. But people want to see, if they're seeing you being happy and healthy and doing all the things, they're going to want that for their lives. And a lot of people that you don't even know are watching. And I say that because the other day I had someone message me that has never liked one of my Thrive posts, not one. They haven't liked my weight loss posts. They haven't liked, I don't even know if they interact with my social media ever. Like, I don't even think they like my dog pictures, and who doesn't like my dog? So when they messaged me, I was kind of caught off guard because I had no clue that they were watching. I had no clue that my posts were even showing up in their feed. And some of these posts that you're like, well, I posted this and it's only getting a few likes, or, only a few people commented. A majority of the people who are watching you right now aren't liking, aren't commenting, they're watching. So keep consistent. Consistency is the most important thing that you can do. Posting every day, showing up every single day. Consistency is the most important thing that you can do on social media. The next thing is portraying the life that you're trying to get other people to join up for. Okay. So working through the no today. There's a lot of us here that get discouraged when we get a no. We take it personal. But here's my thing with this. This is all a numbers game, okay? Look at it as in, you come to me and you're like, Jasmine, I reached out to 5 people today, and only one of them said yes, and I got 4 no's. Okay, first of all, we're going to focus on the yes. And secondly, if you don't like the results that you're getting, reach out to 15 people, because chances are those numbers are going to go up. Chances are that you're enhancing your odds. I mean, it's basic math. And when I say reach out to people, I don't mean cold message. And this was another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about as well, is attraction marketing is great. I think it works for a lot of people. If you have a following already, attraction marketing can be great for you, but you have to be consistently building your following. And if you're not doing that, you're going to struggle with attraction marketing. Okay. So there are times that even, me having a larger social media following, I still will reach out and create relationships with people. I will, message somebody that comes up in my newsfeed that's a non-thriver and ask them how their kids are doing or how their first day of school was. It doesn't have to be anything about Thrive, but you have to show interest in that person's life. And sometimes they message me back and they were like, oh, I'm so glad you messaged. I've been meaning to ask you about Thrive. And you're just opening up the conversation and building relationships with people. If you're showing that you care about them and you are interested in their life and their well-being, and you actually genuinely are there to help, then that is going to create that's going to be a customer that stays around too. Like, if you're waiting for people to reach out to you all the time, you're going to wait a long time. Like, it works for some people. It does. Like, attraction marketing, I will never say it doesn't work, but you have to constantly be building your following for that. And here's the thing, like, have you reached out to your closest friends yet? Think about your inner circle. Think about your top 10 friends. Like, make a list. I don't even have 10 friends, but but think about 10 people that you interact with on a daily or weekly basis even. Have you talked to them all about Thrive? Have you started a conversation with them since you started promoting? Like, these are the things that if you are starting conversations, Thrive is eventually going to come up. And yes, it's hard work being social. It's much easier not to message people and deal with and have to wonder what other people are doing and carry on conversations. And I get that. Like, I completely understand, because I can be completely antisocial as well. But if you're not building relationships, then you're not building customers. So, a lot of you will go into a conversation expecting a sell, and then when it doesn't happen, you let it negatively impact your mindset. And we have to turn that around into thinking, they didn't order today, but that who's to say that they may not order next week, or they may not order a year from now. And you don't get to decide when somebody is ready to thrive. You don't get to, you don't really know what's going on in their lives to the point where you can say, man, they told me no, and now they're never going to thrive. They may come back to you 2 months later and be like, okay, now I'm in the headspace and I'm ready. And so that's the reason that you can't be married to that no. And here's the thing, all of your friends are eventually probably going to thrive, because they see you, thriving. I'm not saying that in a corny, cheesy way, but legit, everybody on this Zoom right now, I know personally, all of your journeys right now are incredible. All of you are losing weight. All of you are feeling better. So I know that your friends are going to thrive, and you want them thriving with you. Don't let somebody else reach out to them before you do, because you're worried about them being annoyed by you. Don't let somebody else take your friends because you were scared to annoy them, because you're not annoying them. You're helping them. You are truly helping somebody right now and getting their lives back. Just think of what it's done for all of us in such a short period of time. Free accounts. I know if you're on any Zoom that Paul is ever on, he talks about free accounts constantly. And the reason that he does that is because free accounts are eventual orders. Okay, so and that's kind of your no, not right now. That is one of those things where, someone signs up for a free account and they don't order. That's a no, not right now, because they signed up for a free account. So obviously it was interesting to them. So those free accounts, and how he says, get 100 free accounts and you're going to take off. It's because you have something to go back and work on, and you should be following up with those people all the time. I watched a video of a millionaire leader, and he said that the person that he ended up buying Thrive from reached out to him 30 times. And he said no 29 times. So that last time the dude reached out to him, he said yes. And now he is a millionaire thriver. Think about that. Think about if that dude wouldn't have, at 29 times, would have given up. He wouldn't have that millionaire promoter underneath him, and he wouldn't have changed that man's life. And then 100,000 customers and promoters under him. It's crazy to think, you could be ready to give up on somebody, and they could be at the point where you're just now getting to them. You're just now getting them to the point where they're like, okay, you know what? If she keeps talking about it, there must be something to it. I also third-party validation. I know that we've talked about this a lot, just connecting your customers with other people. And I thought of this a different way. And the reason that I wanted to bring it up right now was because a lot of the times your friends will tell you no, because they don't see you as a health and wellness expert. They see you as you. They see you as maybe Jennifer's goofy with a certain person, and you guys joke around and laugh together all the time, which is great. That's a great friendship to have. But maybe when it comes to their health and wellness, maybe they're not seeing you as a health and wellness and vitamin expert. So maybe they do need that third-party validation from someone else to be like, oh, okay, well, if she validates what Jennifer says, then that must be true. Because sometimes our friends, they see us for who we are, and that's a good thing. But, you know, when it comes to something like selling vitamins or something like that, you know, they still see me as, you know, Jasmine, who's been overweight the past 10 years. What could she possibly know about being healthy? So that's why it's so important to connect your friends that know you with other people. Because I mean, that third party validation is going to be, that's going to be the final say so, and someone being like, okay, you know what, we can do this. Sorry, I'm burning up. And that's really like, that was like my talk was short tonight, and I kind of went through it really fast. I also wanted to remind all of you that auto ships run tonight. And if you have not reached out to your auto ship people, it is so important. I cannot stress it enough. Your auto ships is where your residual income is. That is the income that you do not have to work for every month, other than sending out messages and checking on them. So if you do not message your auto ship people before their auto ship runs and give them a heads up and ask if they want to change any of their products or anything like that, then you are missing out on such a huge part of your customer service experience for people. So make sure that you message those auto ships. Most of mine, when I reach out, they upgrade and add a plus line product. I rarely have anyone say that they don't want to run their auto ship, and I reminded them to turn it off. That hardly ever happens. Just go into it with a mindset of abundance and not scarcity, and go into it knowing that they want to, they're going to want to upgrade and order balance too this time, or activate, or something like that. So that also is a good time to kind of know where your people are on their personal journeys, because you can help, you know, suggest products to them that might help them along and help them lose weight or feel better faster. So I want to open this to you guys for any questions that you might have. I know I went through that really fast, but it's pretty simple. I think you can't be married to the no. If you don't like where you are reaching out to 5 people, then reach out to 15. Like if you're, and it's truly a numbers game. It's truly a numbers game. Like, and here's the thing. I've yet in 4 months to get a hard no. And everybody that I've reached out to about that I've thought would be a great promoter, you know, every single one of them has signed up to be a promoter. So, and it's all, and I was so out of my comfort zone reaching out, like, trust me. And a couple of them, I even said, you know, I really hate to even like message you, but I know what I'm doing right now that you would be fabulous at it. And that's how I approached it. And I said, if you're not interested, no worries. But I just wanted to tell you that I think you could be a complete rock star. And I've done that to 2 people that I thought would be promoters, and both of them signed up as promoters. So I just want to throw that out there to you guys, that reaching out to people is not a bad thing. You are building relationships. I know that a lot of people don't agree that you should message people, and you know, that's fine when you have 10,000 followers. That's fine when you have, you know, giant loads of people watching you every day, but that's not a majority of us. You know, a majority of us don't have 10,000 closest friends. So we are going to have to reach out to the few friends that we do and let word of mouth spread. So anyone have any questions? I don't know who the phone is. Kim, is that you? You're muted if you're trying to talk, anybody. Does anybody have questions? Jeremy, Jen, Michelle, Shalina, Kelly, phone number? You guys? Oh, yes.
I do have one.
Yes.
With the sample pack, I know that Heather listened to a Zoom call, and I think Brittany and Paul were really pushing getting the samples out. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to think of how to word that as a way to do the free, like a free giveaway. How would you word that to make use of the credits and stuff that you have?
Okay, so first I'm going to tell you to watch the smart sampling video that I put. It's in our team page. And because there's a lot of ways to do this that is going to benefit you more. And Jamie and I actually had this conversation the other day. Jamie does not sell her samples. I, however, sell my samples. I have 100% sample selling to order ratio. Okay. I've never sold a sample and then someone not order. So what that tells me is if they spend that $25 on a 3-day sample, then they already put an investment into themselves and they want to, see it through. So I think it's important to sell your samples unless you're doing a giveaway. So if you're wanting to do a giveaway, your first priority in this giveaway is they have to have a free account under you before any product ever leaves your hand. Never give product to somebody without them having an account under you, because I've seen way too many people give someone product and then they go sign up with someone else. So first and foremost, whatever kind of promotion you run, ensure that they sign up with an account to even be eligible. And secondly, something that I do when I sell my samples, if they order, I give them their money back. So if they PayPal'd me $25 for their sample and then they order with me, I PayPal them their $25 back. And that right there is me saying, you know what? I know what I have. I'm confident in it. You're going to love it. And I'm even going to give you your money back when you order. And when you lead with confidence like that in what you're selling and what you have to offer, like game over, like it's done, So that smart sample, before you guys make that post, I really suggest that I'll try to tag you in it. I'm going to write myself a note to tag Jeremy in smart sampling. Does anybody else have any questions? And Jeremy, did that answer you or did I talk around it?
No, that helped. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Jen, Michelle, Shalina, phone number? I think that's Kim, I think.
Yeah, she sent a message in the group chat that she can't get it to unmute for some reason.
Oh. I try not to pull the chats up because I get distracted and then I'm like, I can't talk and be distracted. So Michelle, are you doing okay? Okay. Shalina, you doing okay, girl? She may have. You're muted if you're talking. Jen, you doing all right?
I got a question.
Okay.
I know working through the no is, with trying to get new customers. What about working through the no when you have one that has done a 4-week experience and then turn around and says that they still feel that it didn't give them enough energy to repurchase again?
Okay.
I've had that happen.
So.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. All right. So with this, I think that when I will say this, when I'm trying to figure out a way to word it. When I was like 1 month into this, that's when that started happening to me. And it was almost like ready to fall to hell, basically. And sorry, Jeremy. And so
my kid was just in the room is all.
Sorry. I meant like the hell that comes from the sky.
There you go.
Why y'all laughing?
Oh. So I'm gonna have to like edit this recording. But anyway, what saved it was getting them on a call with Jamie, like a phone call, and not even telling them that Jamie was gonna be on the phone. Not even telling them, just being like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna call you here in a minute so we can figure out what's going on, because I've never had somebody that this didn't work for without some adjustments. So I think if we make a few adjustments, this is going to be great for you. And this is also a good reason that you need to be checking in with people every, like, at least once a week, because if you're already gauging that there's an issue, you can fix it before they become like mad that they spent $150 for something that they feel didn't work. Okay, so if you catch this early, and the way that you do that is in the follow-up, then most of the time you can fix it the first weekend and they're feeling great by the time week 4 rolls around. You have to fix it before week 4. So the follow-up is so important in that. And then if they are having like a big problem, then get them on the phone. Don't even tell them that somebody else is going to be on the phone. Just be like, hey, I'm going to call you in 20 minutes. And what's your phone number? And then you call them and you have me or Jamie or somebody in our upline on the phone. And you say, hey, girl, I got my friend Jasmine on the phone. She is great at troubleshooting. And we're going to get this figured out with you because I want you to feel amazing. And I don't want you spending another penny on something that doesn't make you feel great. And that right there tells them it's not about the money for you. That right there tells them that you are truly going to help them. You took the time to get somebody else on the phone to help them. And they feel important and validated and like you really care about their experience. So the big factor in the no with that is getting it early enough to fix it before it's time to reorder. Anybody else? Good. Shalina is quiet. All right. Well, or Jen, did you have something else? Okay, I thought you did. Jeremy, you good? Okay, Michelle, good? All right, team, go kill it this week. Payday's tomorrow. Hey, Shalina. All right, bye, y'all.